So, welcome everybody, and thank you for coming here today. We are all here to talk about how to revolutionize the refrigeration industry with the IoT technologies. Then we are going to speak about NX, a market leader in refrigeration industry, who cut cost and achieve greater efficiency all around by using IoT technology. Let me introduce myself. My name is Marco Poloniato. I'm one of the founder and sales manager at IGECO, the company that revolutionized our client NX through industrial IoT. A brief introduction to today's agenda. As a first step, a quick introduction to IGECO. Then I'm going to move to a comparison between what we call the old style operation and maintenance, also called analog operation and maintenance. Then we move quickly to the new style, digital O&M, which obviously uses IoT technology. Why? Because I want to demonstrate how it's possible by means of IoT technology to save money and achieve better results. Then my co-speaker, Mr. Carraro, the service manager in NX, will introduce NX, the company he works for, and how they implemented their IoT platform solution. So, who is IGECO? IGECO is a total solution provider. We have been around for more than 14 years. And we have a great experience in industrial remote monitoring and controlling industries. Analog O&M, also known the old style O&M. So let's have a look. So here are the common challenges that face your industry. I'm sure you already seen them before. So let's have a quick look. You have many assets to monitor. Those assets implies repetitive and low added value activities. Your technicians are always on site or on the road. You have lots of spare parts and components to manage, and you have a great complexity in organizing and planning your preventive and corrective activities. And on top of that, the issue is, how do you manage all these things with a small budget? A small budget means difficulty in identifying problems and finding causes. And the very end result, quite probably, is an expected loss of product. And you know very well what I mean. So, a brief introduction to the old style operation and maintenance, the analog operation and maintenance. That means you deal with too much disaggregated data up here. Data is dispersed and disaggregated and is difficult to consult. You have to deal with too many monitoring systems. Your technicians always deal with many different solution providers. This results in a complexity in sharing data information. And obviously, unfortunately, this means and implies loss of information over time. How many Excel files with blank lines, zero, and weird values? If you operate this way, it means that you run with very few automatic tasks. And this implies various time-consuming activities, increased operating costs, and on top of that, very, very important, you are very slow in taking strategic decisions. Don't panic. Here is the solution to overcome all these challenges. The solution is you need to switch to digital operation and maintenance. But what exactly it means? What exactly I mean with the digital operation and maintenance? Let's have a look. The first and most important part is the data-centric approach. Data-centric approach means data integration, so you must be able to collect data from a variety of different controllers, regardless the brand and the manufacturers. Then you must put an eye on data quality. That means comparing data from nearby plants. Data normalization, again, is very important, so you can see and analyze different trends. Data aggregation, that quite probably you do not even know what it means. Data aggregation is really important when you want to compare the functioning of different machines. So aggregation means you must start dealing with averages values, so not only real-time values. Data storage, that means obviously you must store data for the entire life cycle of your application, not just 1 year. If you want to start your business intelligence, if you want to start your artificial intelligence, you need a complete data set, not just 1 year. And last but not least, data exporting. Today, even then really before, it's important that your IoT platform is capable of sharing data with third-party applications. So, once you have restructured your data layer, okay, from now on, everything gets easier. The point is, when we move to raw data, we move from data, numbers, to information. And information is power. It's power to monitor. It's power to monitor real-time all your applications, wherever they are. It's power to perform your KPIs analysis, a custom-made engine for your KPIs. It's power to create your own reporting. It's power, as I already said, to start your preventive maintenance, scheduling. It's power to receive alarm and notification in your favorite instant messenger, WhatsApp, Telegram, just not only email. And last but not least, I suspect I ran out of battery. Back on stage. Can you hear me? Yes. Let's start. So, I was about to say, do not underestimate how useful is a mobile application, so you can bring your data literally in your pockets. Now, let's have a quick overview to our standard solution. Following this diagram on a clockwise manner, we start with the hardware layer. That means you must be able to retrieve data from whatever controller you are using in your application. Then we move to software. Software is very important because software must be really flexible, and your solution provider must be able to come up with a tailor-made solution. It's very important. Software out of the shelf quite probably are not the right solution for your application. And then finally, we reach the cloud level. That is a real application, so not just like a container. A real application is something where you can store your dashboard, you start your data collection, you have all your alarms. A real application, not just a container. All this by a single solution provider. This is the real key of the success of a really functioning IoT project. A quick introduction to our hardware portfolio. Again, do not underestimate the hardware portfolio, because if there is an hardware portfolio, quite probably your solution provider is able to provide you with the perfect solution in terms of pricing, features, and efficiency. So not just one gateway for all your application. software and cloud, needless to say. So finally, a closer look to our solution. So what can you ask for more? Your data anytime, anywhere. This is the paradigm. Now, if you want to see this thing into practice, please come and visit our booth, hall number 5, booth 307. Now, the speech is not over. Let me introduce my co-speaker, Marco Carraro, the service manager at NX, our client that switched to the IoT solution.
Thank you, Marco. I don't think I need that. Thanks. Hi, everyone. I'll try to be as concise as possible because I know the timing is not best. It's not the best fit. So, allow me to introduce myself first. My name is Marco Carraro, and I've been in the refrigeration field for a couple of decades now, where I had the chance of meet Mr. Poloniato in other occasions, as well as in NX, where the company has decided to go ahead with the project of the IoT in terms of implementation of enhancement of the services. Let me talk about my company first. NX was founded in 2004 by engineer Girotto, Mr. Girotto, well known. He's the pioneer of the CO2 systems, and he has designed the first racks back in 2004 together with compressor manufacturers as well as other technological institutes which allow to develop as well the ejectors. So the first ejectors and the first transcritical compressor were actually designed together with NX. Of course, NX is completely focused on CO2 systems. There is no space for any other gas. Some of the NX innovations which we have brought into the CO2 market, you can see them listed over here. We're talking about the first booster systems. We're talking about single systems for LT solution, transcritical. Parallel compression used as an economizer, which is, of course, the drawing of the flash gas from the liquid receiver to optimize the consumption. We are using, of course, liquid ejector for flooding the evaporators into system, therefore reducing the super rate down to almost zero. That makes it become similar to a pump system, increasing dramatically the efficiency of the system. We are using, of course, vapor ejectors as well to withdraw the energy produced by the expansion, by the direct expansion itself. In chiller application, we are using either flooded evaporators or combined with ejectors evaporators. These are both technologies which you can see at our stand as well. We can discuss it further, and you will see what are the improvements that they can make. So let's see how NX decided to assist our clients in the best way possible without having thousands of people in the market going and doing intervention. Of course, this wouldn't be possible, especially because all our systems are highly customized, pretty much all of them. So the solutions are not standard solutions most of the times because we work for specific applications. There is the need of a growing CO2 knowledge in terms of service and maintenance, which is, I think I'm not saying anything wrong by saying that it's not very widely spread. So we still need to work a lot and we need to learn a lot about CO2 technology. We have a high number of direct intervention for systems fine-tuning, especially because of the customization of the system, which require that. Of course, there is a market need of extended warranty terms. In order for our company to provide extended warranty terms, there are certain things that must be kept under control. Therefore, not to encounter increased warranty costs. How did we think we could solve this problem? By the use of the Hijaco data logger, which is installed in our units. Not sure where the laser is. Okay. By the use of the Hijaco data logger, which is installed in our units panel, And with the aim of a SIM card, dedicated SIM card, we can basically transfer all the data from the unit. Of course, the data which we're interested on, we transfer them on the cloud system. From this cloud system, we are generating our big data. Now, everyone knows that with the big data, we can do whatever we need to do with those data. So we are withdrawing the data from the cloud, and we are sending it to our service control room down in our headquarters. Okay. By the use of these of our service control room, we have a platform over there which has two different interfaces. We have a customer-oriented interface for the use that is dedicated to installers and end users, of course, and then we have a technical interface for deeper analysis, which we need in our technical offices. Now, what are the benefits that we are drawing out of this solution? We're talking about reducing machines downtimes. We don't need the technician to come over most of the times. So we can solve the issue remotely, or we can even prevent it. Of course, this draws into maximum efficiency and productivity, providing a superior quality of service, which is kind of lacking in the market. Economic savings, of course, we are reducing the energy waste by optimizing as well the systems remotely. So depending on the warranty level which the customer signs up for, we could optimize the system running depending on season, for example, or depending on how the customers themselves are using the users which are connected to our unit. Reduction in intervention cost for after-sales and maintenance activities. This is a very important point for whichever installer wishes to join NX in purchasing our racks and install them on the market, because this means that by the use of NX rack with the IoT technology, they can actually have something in return in terms of cost reduction. Other benefits, of course, we have remote customer support for commissioning and service, which we are able to provide by having an enhanced and comprehensive platform which we can connect to. We are developing highly performing predictive maintenance automation algorithms. These algorithms are very important because by the use of other sensors, other controls which can be installed on the unit and connect to our data logger, we could prevent on time when it's time to change the oil. So this will remove the obligation of changing the oil every 6 months, for example. Why do we need to change the oil if it doesn't need to be changed? So we can inform our installer whether it's time to change the oil or not, or change a filter or not, just to mention few of the advantages. Fail-proof system, what does it mean? In case of data loss, in case of parameters loss, we are able to back up the unit. And of course, we have a direct connection to the system itself without the need of VPN or other local networks, which of course will encounter security problem. Other benefits, of course, we are talking about a unique platform where we are connecting all the systems regardless what kind of controller we have. And of course, we are aiming to provide an efficient after-sales support to NX client during startup service, extended warranty period, which is one of our goals, reduce maintenance intervention and breakdowns, very important to your clients, and as well as improve system and energy consumption by the dedicated analysis of the system running data. So I hope you find this interesting, and if you have any question, please don't hesitate to contact me. These are my contacts. Our stand is at Hall 7, so please come and visit us. We have a nice party tonight, so come over.